Good afternoon, and thank you for that warm introduction. Welcome, everyone, and thank you all for being here. We're here today to explore the story behind the Millionaire Tour with Yo-Yo Honey Singh, the ideas, the strategy, and how it is connecting with so many people. But before that, can we please have an AV played?
ऐसे सिंगर एक ऐसे म्यूजिक क्रिएटर डायरेक्टर हिज नेम इज यो यो हनी सिंह
जो मैं अभी करके दिखाऊंगा ना अगले 5 सालों में सोचा नहीं होगा किसी अभी तक जो किया वो अपने लिए किया। अब जो लोग 7 साल साथ रहे घर पे बैठे इंतजार करते वो होता ना कि कहते हैं ना कि देखा मैंने कहा था ना इस घोड़े पे दाव लगाऊंगा तो जीतूंगा। तो उनको ही प्राउड कराऊंगा कि उन्होंने सही घोड़े पे दाव और शोर मचाओ Say yo yo Say yo yo DJ drop it Yo yo honey singer
स्टेज आज तक के साथ पूरी तरह से तैयार हो जाइए क्योंकि यो हनी सिंह हमारे साथ
हनी पाजी के जितने भी फैंस हैं उनके लिए एक बड़ी खुशखबरी है।
The man of the hour, the one and only Yo-Yo Honey Singh.
10 सिटीज वो कवर करने वाले हैं नॉर्थ से लेके साउथ तक।
मशहूर सिंगर Yo-Yo Honey Singh अपने मिलेनियर टूर में जमकर धूम मचा रहे हैं।
अब जो है उन्होंने जो कमबैक किया है अब वो देखने वाली बात है।
इंडियन रैप देसी कलाकार स्टेज आज तक पर मिलेनियर Yo-Yo Honey Singh बिल्कुल डांस स्टाइल में एंट्री करते हैं।
बच्चों का कमबैक होता है और लेजेंड्स रिवॉल्यूशन लाते हैं। कैंडी यो यो हनी सिंह
मुझे रोको टोको मैं लिखता रहूंगा तुम्हें टीवी पे हरदम दिखता रहूंगा मेरा साथ देना हिंदुस्तान के मीडिया वालों मैं खाली सीडी बेचूं तो भी बिकता रहूंगा।
Fat cigars, pull up like a shade. Chauffeur cars, Leela suits, honey bear. I'm a motherfucking millionaire. More in the money, more in the house. I got dirty money, super bars, bad hair, but I care. I'm a motherfucking millionaire. On the top का brand लग लगी हो ये stores. Red Bull नारा गला से खंभ लगे मेरे thoughts ਨੂੰ 10 साल हो गए आज भी उन्हें दे सिंच में रेंट फ्री पूल डांस रोज मैं कराऊंगा बिलो उंगला दे ऑप्स नू ऑन रेडार फ्लाई करा प्राइवेट सोचा तो पार कौन जाने में इन्हें अफेयर I'm a motherfucking millionaire What am I doing? That's right What I did I Super one only That's a boy I'm a motherfucking millionaire
Whoa, that was amazing. Well, that was amazing. Rajat, what I want to start this session by asking is how Stage Aaj Tak is a part of the the Aaj Tak and the India Today family. How did a traditional news brand think of exploring into the live entertainment space?
First of all, thank you everyone for having me here. I thought, what better than showcase the tour in a 3-minute AV. Some of you may not have been, in the cities where we toured. So I thought let's start with that. We're a traditional media company, Sanjana. News broadcasting. Been doing that for last 50 years. The live event industry has been booming for last couple of years and we see the golden era is here. So internally there was a discussion. As a company, we're very open to exploring newer avenues for revenue and growth. And live has been booming and that's how Stage Aaj Tak came into existence. Prior to Stage Aaj Tak, we had done a couple of, concerts with some A-listers. And that was under a brand of a radio station called Ishq. And then last December is when, our premier brand, which is Aaj Tak, we got Stage and Aaj Tak to collaborate and build a new vertical together.
And do you see Stage Aaj Tak expanding internationally?
Like I said, we've had a good first tour. We'll definitely look at doing something overseas. We'll also look at probably getting some international artists to India. Currently, as we speak, we're exploring what's next. Hopefully, the team's on it. In next 15, 20 days, we'll have our roster closed.
That's interesting. Clearly, the platform is evolving fast. Now, one story that has truly captured the audience this year was Honey Singh's comeback, and with the Millennia Tour across 10 cities. We're excited to hear his comeback story and how did Stage Aaj Tak bring that to life.
So, I remember I was speaking to a few of my colleagues and Akshat and Rahul at Ojas in August last year that we should do something with Honey Singh. That's where the initial conversation started, and then for 2 months, there was no progress. It's in November, I remember the date, 25th November, is when we went and met him. And we kind of started our conversation for the tour. And 15th December, I think, is when Aman and Sarah had done AP. That's where, Honey Singh's entry was plugged in. And, right after that, the next day, we kind of closed off the deal. And then in 10 days, we went live with ticketing. Delhi sold out in 8 minutes. Many cities sold out in no time. So, those 15, 20 days were is when we turned around the entire tour in terms of from closure to actually go live. And from go live to in next 30 days, we hit the stage.
But why 10 cities? Was because it was a comeback tour? Didn't you all think that maybe we should do this first, experiment in 5 cities, and then make it bigger? Or what was the thought behind that?
So, we want to do things which are big. So that's the starting point. So, we, like you said, why not 5 cities? We had a conviction as a team that with backing of the India Today group, we'll be able to, get him to make a big comeback. So, I would see the other way. It could have been 15 or 20, right?
Yeah. My next, continuing to that, what were the biggest creative and logistic challenges that you faced? Because especially introducing Honey Singh to a new generation of audience, a new generation of fans, and in 10 cities, I'll focus more on 10 cities because this included metro and the smaller cities, but it was also a new generation of fans, more Gen Zs, more millennials, yes, they follow Honey Singh, but what were the challenges? Were there any challenges and logistical issues that you faced?
So like I'd mentioned, 11th Jan this year is when we went live with ticketing. 22nd Feb was our first show. We start with Mumbai. Typically, everybody, for a Punjabi artist, would want to start from Delhi. Yeah. We said, let's redefine how things would work. We started with Mumbai, came to Delhi later. In terms of, there were challenges because he's a great artist with a big repertoire of music, but was off the touring scene for almost like 5-6 years, like in a big way.
Yeah.
And we had to start from ground zero. So there was no tour, no content. There was a big repertoire of songs which were recreated. The visuals were done by the team. We actually put everything up from ground zero. So turning that around in 30 days and then pulling off a show on an artist who's been the biggest rapper, Punjabi artist of India in the past was a challenge. And creatively, he's very sharp. So to get things through him, you need to do big stuff.
And during this tour, what do you think, what was the reaction of the audience? Did you see a mix of audience? Did you see more of millennials? Did you see more of Gen Zs? What was the mix of audience?
So, on the other panel the other day, I heard that India is going out as families. So even the Honey Singh tour had a lot of father, mother, children coming in. But yes, we saw a lot of Gen Zs. In fact, I remember after the Bombay show at Nesco, we were discussing, Honey and us, we were discussing that the audience is too young. Average age is 22, 23. He's like, सर ये तो लग रहा है कि मतलब 10 साल पुराना गाना मेरा सुन रहे हैं तो ये तो मतलब 12 साल के थे तब. We thought maybe Bombay is an exception. We reached the next city, Lucknow, same. So I would say about 70-80% of the audience would be within the age group of 25 to 35. Or maybe even younger, actually, 20 to 35 to be precise.
Moving on to the next question, can you share some stats on the number of tickets that you sold per city? Keeping in mind that there were smaller cities in the tour and there were metro cities. So what was the statistic? Which was the highest ticket selling city? Your thoughts on that?
I would, tier 2 towns also are very promising. So the gap between a metro and a tier 2 has gone down. We experienced that on the tour as well. By far, I think Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore were very big cities for us. But the difference between the remaining 7 and these top 3 is also not very big. And in terms of, I wouldn't put an exact value out, but I can surely say we're amongst the top 2 shows of Indian artists for the year currently.
Okay. And we all clap on
in
that.
terms of numbers of attendees, we averaged about 18 to 20,000 per city for each of the cities, be it a small town or a large town.
That's interesting. What was the core idea or behind the marketing plan for the tour? What was your marketing strategy? Because there were smaller cities in the tour, how did you reach out to the audience? Was there a mix of ATL, BTL, digital? Or influencers? What was the strategy behind marketing?
Yeah, so when we started out, we didn't have content with him. So essentially, being a media house, we did 2 days of media days with him, which was like he would typically come in at about 4 o'clock in the evening, and till about 12 o'clock, we did all recordings, whether it's television, radio, digital, and we shot and banged a lot of content because we knew that going forward, traditional media plus digital will be the game changer. And I think IG also, Meta is a big tool nowadays. It creates a lot of FOMO for people who miss out on a show. So I remember the Bombay show happened, right? Again, there was a spike in sales on the other cities, the cities which were not sold out. Again, reels went, we actually broke the internet. In terms of the numbers, we as a team crunched some numbers with the artists' numbers and our internal numbers of assets. Our digital reach was at about 5.5 billion in 40 days. And besides that, I think Aaj Tak, with promos running on Aaj Tak, India Today TV, and the rest of the India Today assets, I think that played a very critical role in bringing him back in a big, big way.
What about brands and partners when it comes to a 10-city tours? These days, brands don't just want a logo presence in a creative. They want it to be more interactive, do something with the artist, do something with the audience. So how was your approach to getting in brands and partners for the tour? Because I saw there were lots.
So like I said, at Stage Aaj Tak, for us, consumer experience and brand experience, both are very critical. We did everything first to take care of the consumer experience. And in terms of brand experiences, we gave them integrations on ground. Like you said, no longer brands are looking at just visibility, logo presence. So we did some certain on-ground integrations for them. We did in terms of like the Calcutta show, we did a drone show which Kingfisher executed, which basically said the millionaire and yo-yos, visuals, etc. Plus, we did some content shoots. Some of the content is out. Some of the content is
Was
banged
it with
yet.
the artist?
Sorry?
Was the content with the artist?
Yes, please. So, I mean, I think that's very critical going forward, that when artist deals are struck, right, it's important to do a backward integration for thinking about the brands which are
Brands, yeah.
coming on board as
Yeah,
well.
that's-
Otherwise, sponsorships, while I understand, the paradigm of revenues have changed. 80% of the revenues are now basically coming from ticketing, about 5% maybe for F&B, and about 15% from sponsorship. So, but still, to get that 15% in, till the time you don't give brands integration where it's more experiential for them, for, with the audience coming to the concert, it'll be tough to sell.
Clearly that kind of the alignment creates real impact. Building on that momentum, I want to ask you, what are your plans? When are you announcing more artists? Are there any tours planned soon, or are you focusing on music, or are there different genres that you'll be focusing on?
So, like I said on the other panel, this year we will obviously look at music will remain the core, because still currently music is the single largest contributor in terms of P&Ls and revenue. But we would be exploring certain other formats. We are keen to explore comedy. We are keen to explore theatrical. Yeah, but music will remain the core. And as we speak, we're looking at closing deals for the year so that we can go live when the season kicks in.
So are you announcing something soon?
Inshallah, yeah, very soon.
Thank you, Rajat, for sharing those incredible insights. I think now we can
Yeah,
give
so
a
also
surprise to
I
the
thought,
audience.
I told Yo-Yo that we're presenting the case study here, and he had recorded a bite from, he's based out of Dubai. He's recorded a bite for the audience of Shows of India. We can play that.
Play that. Can you please play that?
Yo, it's your boy Honey Singh, as everybody is talking about. Yo, Honey Singh, Millionaire India Tour. Yeah, it's been a great success. I want to thank God for it. I want to thank Stage Aaj Tak for it, for believing in my vision. Because when we started it, when I shared the idea of making the bop of Indian concert, it was there in the bubble. It was there in my vision, in my mind. But nobody did it before us. So finally we did it. Thanks to everybody who's been the part of it, the team obviously. And it was amazing performance, amazing larger than life setup. People enjoyed it. And I got a lot of new audience, Gen Z audience, which I was not expecting. I thought my audience gonna be 30 plus, which people who've been listening me 10 years back. But I got lots of new audience. So it was a great, amazing journey with Stage Aaj Tak. Thank you guys for believing in me. One and only Yo Honey Singh, coming soon with more, bigger and better. Yo Honey Singer.
That was amazing. That was a great message for all of us. Thank you so much, Rajat.
Thank you,
for
Sanjana.
your
Thank
sharing
you,
your
everyone.
thoughts and insights.
Thank you.